Hello, welcome to the short. We are talking the crash card. What is a crash card? Why are we filling them out? And how do we do it? Crash card is what you're going to fill out when you are on a motor vehicle accident and the patient that you're interacting with, or the individual you're interacting with, technically, I don't believe they'd be considered a patient. They have no complaints, no injuries, and they want no assessment, no transport to the hospital, no treatment. They are simply someone who was there and participated in the accident in some way, shape, or form, but there is no medical need for an assessment, treatment, or transportation to the hospital, and they do not want that. If there is any shred of any of those things, you would fill out a refusal of service. For example, you go on that MVC and the individual has a seatbelt mark on them, or not even a mark, but their chest is kind of bothering them because their seatbelt and they got jerked forward, and just that force caused some discomfort. But they're alert, they're oriented, they want nothing to do with anything. They don't want transport to the hospital or anything like that, but they could potentially have an injury here. They have pain, so technically you would have to fill out a refusal of service, and the crash card would be null here. So again, this is for people with zero medical complaint, zero injury, do not want assessment, do not want treatment, do not want transported. That's what our crash card is. Up top, we got our demographic information as well as the incident location for the run. So I'm going to put the date, where this incident occurred, as well as your incident number when you have that information available to you. You're going to fill out the individual's name, their date of birth, if they are a minor. If they are a minor, in fact, then you want to include that information at the bottom of this as far as who their guardian would be. And you're going to want to put where they live, what their address is, their phone number. If they do not feel comfortable providing any of that information, just make sure that you annotate that. I would advise either reading this form to the individual or providing them ample time so that they can read it themselves to make sure that they understand what they're signing. And then at the very bottom, they're going to sign, date. You're going to sign, date, and then make sure you have your officer's information as well. And at the very bottom, we have criteria for use. So mark what is appropriate, and that's the crash card form. If you guys have any questions about this, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to talk with you about it. Thanks.